was born between two worlds, one bathed in light, one dressed in shadows. Every step I took felt borrowed, every smile a mask I wore. The voices told me who to be, but none of them sounded like me. I wandered through familiar streets like a stranger in my own dream. Then a crack appeared above me, and the sky began to fall apart. I am breaking through the shell tonight, leaving all the names they gave behind. If the road is dark, I'll walk it still, following a voice I cannot kill. Through the fear, through the flame, I am learning who I am. And though the world may turn away, I'll keep becoming anyway. Every wound became a doorway, every question left a mark. I searched for truth in distant faces, only to find it in the dark. The stars were written long before me, yet I had to read them on my own. No one else could cross the river, no one else could lead me home. Now the walls are growing thinner, and I hear my heart beyond them. I am breaking through the shell tonight, leaving all the names they gave behind. If the road is dark, I'll walk it still, following a voice I cannot kill. Through the fear, through the flame, I am learning who I am. And though the world may turn away, I'll keep becoming anyway. Maybe heaven lives with darkness, maybe truth is born from both. Every end becomes a beginning, every loss becomes a road. I am breaking through the shell tonight, reaching for a distant light inside. Not to become somebody new, but to become what I always knew. Through the fear, through the flame, I will carry my own name. And though the world may turn away, I'll keep becoming anyway. You keep searching in the daylight for a truth you've yet to find, looking outward for an answer while it waits somewhere inside. You've worn the names they handed to you like clothes that never fit your skin. Tell me, how will you discover yourself if you never look within? The world is loud with borrowed voices, but your own still calls your name. Break your shell, my friend. The bird was never born to stay beyond the walls you've always trusted. There is another way. The road is yours alone to follow. No one else can walk it through. The life you're meant to live is waiting there for you. Don't mistake the crowd for wisdom or comfort for the truth. Many spend their lives asleep, afraid of what is new. The stars above won't guide your future if you never leave the shore. Every soul must cross an ocean it has never crossed before. What you fear may be the doorway to the person you'll become. Break your shell, my friend. The bird was never born to stay beyond the walls you've always trusted. There is another way. The road is yours alone to follow. No one else can walk it through. The life you're meant to live is waiting there for you. Do not seek a perfect answer. Do not wait until you're sure. The river doesn't know the ocean, yet it keeps moving forward. And every wound, every mistake, every shadow that you meet may become the very path beneath your feet. Break your shell, my friend. The sky is wider than you know. What feels like an ending now may be where you begin to grow. The world you seek is not ahead of you. It has been there from the start, hidden beneath the fear and sleeping in your heart. Some mornings start before the sunrise, long before I leave my room. 1,000 thoughts are waiting for me. Some bring flowers, some bring storms. And I've learned the day can change its color before the world even begins, by the words I choose to tell myself and the place my heart is in. The sky outside may stay the same, but something inside decides the weather. A gentle heart makes a gentler day, like sunlight falling through the rain. No road becomes less difficult, but I can walk it differently. If bitterness becomes my shelter, every view turns cold and gray. So I try to keep a softer heart and let it guide my way. I've carried anger like a suitcase, thinking it would make me strong, but it only made the journey heavier the farther I walked on. And I've blamed the world for shadows that were living in my eyes, until I learned that peace begins with the stories told inside. Not every wound can disappear, but every wound need not become a weapon. A gentle heart makes a gentler day, like sunlight falling through the rain. No road becomes less difficult, but I can walk it differently. If bitterness becomes my shelter, every view turns cold and gray. So I try to keep a softer heart and let it guide my way. The world will never stop its turning. The storms will come and leave again, but kindness is a quiet garden that grows wherever it is kept. And maybe happiness is Maybe it begins each morning with how I choose to look at life. A gentle heart makes a gentler day. Not because the pain is gone, but because it doesn't own me or decide what I become. So when tomorrow comes to find me, I'll try once more to choose this way, to keep my heart a little kinder and make a home inside the day. The morning arrives just as it always has, but somehow everything feels different when the heart is. I've been carrying old shadows like they still belong to me, holding doors that lead nowhere, guarding ghosts I cannot see. Somewhere along the way, I mistook the wait for love and called it part of who I am when it was never mine at all. If suffering is all that's left, why do I hold on so tight? What should I let go of? The question follows me home. Is it the dream that never happened, or the fear of being alone? Is it the person I once was, or the person I hope to be? I open both of my hands, but still something won't leave me. There are names inside my memory that still echo when it's late. There are roads I never traveled and choices I still replay. I keep searching through the pieces, trying to understand whether healing means remembering or finally letting go. Maybe the hardest chains to break are the ones we cannot see. What should I let go of? The question follows me home. Is it the dream that never happened, or the fear of being alone? Is it the person I once was, or the person I hope to be? I open both of my hands, but still something won't leave me. Maybe it's not the memories, maybe it's not the pain, maybe it's the story I've been telling, that I must carry them forever. Maybe the river keeps moving because it knows what I don't. But some things are meant to stay with us, and some are meant to be gone. What should I let go of? Perhaps I've asked it wrong. Maybe I don't need an answer. Maybe I just need And somewhere between holding on and letting go, I'll find myself again. The night offers no answers, only a quiet wind taking something from my hands before I even know what it is. You sit beside me when I'm tired and whisper you have done enough. You tell me that tomorrow's waiting, that tonight should be for rest. You calm the storms inside my head, you soften every fear I know. Yet somehow every step I delay begins with your gentle voice. I cannot tell, are you saving me or keeping me from moving? Are you an angel or a devil, a friend or a disguise? The voice that brings me comfort or the thief of all my time? You make the burden lighter, you make the road less steep, but are you helping me recover or teaching me to sleep? When I reach toward distant mountains, you tell me not to climb too high. When I dream beyond the shoreline, you remind me of the tide. Your words are never cruel, you never raise your voice, you simply offer easy answers when life demands a choice. And every chain I've carried was wrapped in something soft. Are you an angel or a devil, a friend or a disguise? The voice that brings me comfort or the thief of all my time? You make the burden lighter, you make the road less steep, but are you helping me recover or teaching me to sleep? Maybe heaven and temptation don't arrive as opposites, and maybe they both speak gently, maybe they both promise peace. And wisdom isn't finding which voice is right or wrong, but knowing when to listen and knowing when to move on. Are you an angel or a devil? Perhaps you're both somehow. A shelter when I'm breaking, a storm when I back down. You live somewhere inside me, between courage and relief, a voice that sounds so loving, yet ask so little of me. The harbor sleeps behind my back, lanterns fading in the night. Every road I used to follow disappears beyond the light. The shore still calls my name softly, like a home I've always known. But something in the distant water tells me I can't stay for long. The sea is calm this evening, the stars are clear above, but I've heard stories of the storms waiting farther out. So I'll sail beyond the shore, past the places I call safe, toward a line upon the horizon that grows farther every day. I don't know what waits before me, or if I'll weather every wave, but courage isn't knowing the answer, it's choosing the sea anyway. The water holds no promises, no map of what will be, only shifting winds and currents hidden underneath. And sometimes I can almost see it, the storm beyond the blue, a sky that tears itself apart and asks what I will do. Will I break beneath the thunder, or learn to face the rain? So I'll sail beyond the shore, past the places I call safe, toward a line upon the horizon that grows farther every day. I don't know what waits before me, or if I'll weather every wave, but courage isn't knowing the answer, it's choosing the sea anyway. Perhaps no one is ever ready for the oceans they must cross. The brave are not the fearless ones, they're the ones who leave the dark. And if the winds begin to turn and the dark clouds hide the stars, I'll remember why I started, and trust the strength I've brought this far. So I'll sail beyond the shore, though the night may test my soul, though the waves may rise around me and the storms may take control. Every dream begins with leaving, every journey asks for faith, and the life I've yet to discover waits beyond these waves. found an old road yesterday, one I swore I left behind, covered in dust and years gone by, buried somewhere in my mind. I thought I knew every corner, every story it could tell, but standing there again somehow, it felt like something else. Maybe time doesn't only change the world, maybe it changes the eyes that see it. And what I found again felt like something new, the same old song, the same old sky, yet somehow not the way I knew. Perhaps the wonder never left, perhaps it waited patiently for me to become someone else before it could be seen. We spend our lives collecting habits, building walls around our days, walk in circles in familiar places, calling comfort by another name. But rivers never keep their water, and seasons never choose to stay. Why do we expect our hearts to live forever the same way? The world is always changing, even when we think it isn't. And what I found again felt like something new, a forgotten dream, an old desire, returning with a different truth. Perhaps the wonder never left, perhaps it simply changed its form, waiting beyond the edge of certainty, beyond what I'd grown used to. Maybe wisdom isn't holding tightly to everything we've always known. Maybe wisdom is the courage to leave the room and open another door, to lose sight of the shoreline, to follow roads without a name, to become a stranger sometimes, so the world can surprise us again. And what I found again wasn't only what I'd lost, it was a part of me forgotten beneath the weight of staying still. The horizon keeps on moving, and so perhaps should I. There are still 1,000 wonders waiting somewhere down the line. We learned how to point at the cracks, how to measure every flaw, how to speak of all the failures like we knew every law. We learned how to turn away when the world didn't agree, but no one taught us how to thank the hands that carried me. It's easy to count what is missing, harder to see what remains. Maybe we should learn gratitude like we learned judgment and doubt. Learn to hold the light a little longer before we put it out. For every door that stayed open, for every heart that remained true. Maybe growing up means learning how to say thank you. How to say thank you. The morning never asks for praise, The trees don't wait for applause, yet they keep giving what they have, without a reason or a cause. And somewhere in the noise of wanting, the simple things disappear. The voice that says I'm grateful becomes the hardest one to hear. We spend our lives chasing answers, while forgetting gifts already found. Maybe we should learn gratitude, like we learn judgment and doubt. Learn to hold the light a little longer before we put it out. For every door that stayed open, for every heart that remained true. Maybe growing up means learning how to say thank you. Not every blessing shines brightly, not every kindness leaves a name. Some arrive as quiet moments and leave before we notice they came. So I'll learn gratitude slowly, the way a river learns the sea. For the people, for the failures, for everything that made me me. And when this day is finally over, if there's one truth I carry through, it's that life becomes much gentler the moment we say thank you. I thought the second time would hurt less, that wisdom came with every scar. But pain remembers every doorway and finds me wherever I am. I keep returning to the same roads, different years, familiar rain, calling every lesson learned a compass, and somehow getting lost again. I spent so many nights believing someone else must know the truth, but no one knows the way. No voice comes from the sky, no hand can draw the perfect map for this unfinished life. And every answer that I'm seeking seems to fade when it gets near. So I walk beside my questions and carry them from year to year. I ask the dark for understanding, I ask the silence what it means, why the heart keeps breaking open for the same old things. The world is full of borrowed wisdom, shells of words and certainty. Yet when the night becomes the deepest, none of them can walk for me. Maybe every soul is searching for a door that isn't there, because no one knows the way. No voice comes from the sky, no hand can draw the perfect map for this unfinished life. And every answer that I'm seeking seems to fade when it gets near. So I walk beside my questions and carry them from year to year. Maybe pain was never teaching me how to avoid another fall. Maybe it was teaching me how to stand after all, not how to conquer every sorrow, not how to silence every fear, only how to keep on moving when the road is unclear. No one knows the way, and maybe that's the point. We build ourselves from broken pieces, not from certainty or choice. The stars don't tell me where I'm going, they only help me see that every lonely step I'm taking is becoming part of me. There's a voice beneath my skin, turning every wound into a storm. It whispers that I'm lost again, that I'll never find where I belong. Every shadow knows my name, every mirror bends the truth. I keep searching for an answer in the places I outgrew. The darker it becomes, the harder it is to see. But somewhere past the silence, a small light waits for me. These thoughts are poison in my blood, they pull me farther from myself. They tell me every road is ending and there's no reason left. But I know healing isn't certain and peace is never guaranteed. So I'll keep walking through the darkness, one more step in front of me. I've wandered through forgotten nights, carrying regrets I couldn't leave, holding on to broken stories as if they were all I could be. But every mile I've traveled, every scar I've come to know, whispers that survival isn't weakness, it's the proof that I still grow. Maybe I don't need the answer, maybe I just need to move. These thoughts are poison in my blood, they pull me farther from myself. They tell me every road is ending and there's no reason left. But I know healing isn't certain and peace is never guaranteed. So I'll keep walking through the darkness, one more step in front of me. Yet somehow dawn still finds the sky. And maybe that's enough to trust in when I forget the reasons why. These thoughts are poison in my blood, but they don't get to choose my way. They may follow close behind me, but they don't decide my day. I may be tired, I may be broken, I may not know what awaits as I keep moving forward, the road itself will guide my steps. Oh, oh, no miracle, no sudden light, just one more step and then another. I stand before an open doorway, yet my feet remain behind. 1,000 reasons fill the silence, none of them are clear tonight. The road I've known is far from perfect, still I hesitate to leave, as if these worn and broken corners hold something I still need. And lately I've been asking a question I can't ignore: what am I afraid to lose? When did I become this careful? When did I begin to guard the life I never meant to keep so small? I talk of dreams and distant oceans, yet tremble at the harbor line. Tell me, when did fear become a larger voice than mine? Perhaps it's not the things I'm holding, but the version of myself, the one who always chose the familiar, the one who stayed where it was safe. I keep counting all the dangers, measuring every possible fall, while the years pass quietly beside me like shadows on a wall. If nothing lasts forever, why do I cling so hard? What am I afraid to lose? Was I ever promised certainty? Have I mistaken comfort for the place I am meant to be? I speak of change like a traveler, yet sleep beside the shore, waiting for a perfect moment that never comes at all. Maybe courage isn't confidence, maybe courage shakes with doubt. Maybe every soul that leaves the harbor feels the same storm breaking out. Maybe no one truly knows what waits beyond the sea. They simply choose to untie the rope and trust who they'll become. What am I afraid to lose? A future that was never mine, a version of myself that time has already left behind. The waves are calling louder than the safety of the land, and though my heart is full of questions, I can feel it, understand that some doors only open when we finally leave, and some lives only begin the moment we believe. I look behind me, then toward the horizon. The fear is still here, but so am I. And tonight that feels enough. I keep standing at the doorway with one hand on the life I've known. The room is filled with familiar voices calling me to stay at home. I've spent years collecting pieces of the person I've become. Now the road ahead is asking if I'll leave some of them undone. Everyone speaks of new beginnings. No one speaks of what they caused. What must I leave behind to become someone new? Is it the dreams that kept me breathing, or the fears I've grown used to? And if I love these things so deeply, why do they feel so heavy now? What do I carry forward? What do I lay down? There are songs I still remember, places I still call my own. There are versions of tomorrow built from hopes I've always known. Part of me wants transformation, part of me wants everything unchanged, and somewhere in between them my heart is being pulled apart. Perhaps becoming isn't gaining. Perhaps it's learning how to lose. What must I leave behind to become someone new? The comfort of old stories, the certainty I once held true. Every shore I've loved is beautiful, yet ships were never built to stay. And every open horizon asks for something in exchange. Maybe I don't have to stop loving the things I'm saying goodbye to. Maybe letting go isn't betrayal. Maybe it's gratitude. A season ends because it mattered. A chapter closes because it was read. And love does not disappear just because we walk ahead. What must I leave behind? Perhaps not love, perhaps not memory, perhaps only the fear that tells me I cannot become more than I've been before. The road is waiting quietly, the tide is moving once again. Though my heart still looks behind, my feet are learning how to leave. I thought change meant finding something new, but maybe it begins by gently releasing what I can no longer carry. I was born between two worlds, one bathed in light, one dressed in shadows. Every step I took felt borrowed, every smile and mask I wore. The voices told me who to be, but none of them sounded like me. I wandered through familiar streets, like a stranger in my own dream. Then a crack appeared above me, and the sky began to fall apart. I am breaking through the shell tonight, leaving all the names they gave behind. If the road is dark, I'll walk it still, following a voice I cannot kill. Through the fear, through the flame, I am learning who I am. And though the world may turn away, I'll keep becoming anyway. Every wound became a doorway, every question left a mark. I searched for truth in distant faces, only to find it in the dark. The stars were written long before me, yet I had to read them on my own. No one else could cross the river, no one else could lead me home. Now the walls are growing thinner, and I hear my heart beyond them. I am breaking through the shell tonight, leaving all the names they gave behind. If the road is dark, I'll walk it still, following a voice I cannot kill. Through the fear, through the flame, I am learning who I am. And though the world may turn away, I'll keep becoming anyway. Maybe heaven lives with darkness, maybe truth is born from both. Every end becomes a beginning, every loss becomes a road. I am breaking through the shell tonight, reaching for distant light inside. Not to become somebody new, but to become what I always knew. Through the fear, through the flame, I will carry my own name. And though the world may turn away, I'll keep becoming anyway. You keep searching in the daylight for a truth you've yet to find, looking outward for an answer while it waits somewhere inside. You've worn the names they handed to you like clothes that never fit your skin. Tell me, how will you discover yourself if you never look within? The world is loud with borrowed voices, but your own still calls your name. Break your shell, my friend. The bird was never born to stay. Beyond the walls you've always trusted, there is another meant to live is waiting there for you. Don't mistake the crowd for wisdom or comfort for the truth. Many spend their lives asleep, afraid of what is new. The stars above won't guide your future if you never leave the shore. Every soul must cross an ocean it has never crossed before. What you fear may be the doorway to the person you'll become. Break your shell, my friend. The bird was never born to stay. Beyond the walls you've always trusted, there is another way. The road is yours alone to follow. No one else can walk it through. The life you're meant to live is waiting there for you. Do not seek a perfect answer. Do not wait until you're sure. The river doesn't know the ocean, yet it keeps moving forward. And every wound, every mistake, every shadow that you meet may become the very path beneath your feet. Break your shell, my friend. The sky is wider than you know. What feels like an ending now may be where you begin to grow. The world you seek is not ahead of you. It has been there from the start, hidden beneath the fear and sleeping in your heart. Some mornings start before the sunrise, long before I leave my room. 1,000 thoughts are waiting for me. Some bring flowers, some bring storms. And I've learned the day can change its color before the world even begins, by the words I choose to tell myself and the place my heart is in. The sky outside may stay the same, but something inside decides the weather. A gentle heart makes a gentler day, like sunlight falling through the rain. No road becomes less difficult, but I can walk it differently. If bitterness becomes my shelter, every view turns cold and gray. So I try to keep a softer heart and let it guide my way. I've carried anger like a suitcase, thinking it would make me strong, but it only made the journey heavier the farther I walked on. And I've blamed the world for shadows that were living in my eyes, until I learned that peace begins with the stories told inside. Not every wound can disappear, but every wound need not become a weapon. A gentle heart makes a gentler day, like sunlight falling through the rain. No road becomes less difficult, but I can walk it differently. If bitterness becomes my shelter, every view turns cold and gray. So I try to keep a softer heart and let it guide my way. The world will never stop its turning, the storms will come and leave again, but kindness is a quiet garden that grows wherever it is kept. And maybe happiness is smaller than I once believed it was. Maybe it begins each morning with how I choose to look at life. A gentle heart makes a gentler day, not because the pain is gone, but because it doesn't own me or decide what I become. So when tomorrow comes to find me, I'll try once more to choose this way, to keep my heart a little kinder and make a home inside the day. The morning arrives just as it always has, but somehow everything feels different when the heart is. I've been carrying old shadows like they still belong to me, holding doors that lead nowhere, guarding ghosts I cannot see. Somewhere along the way I mistook the wait for love and called it part of who I am, when it was never mine at all. If suffering is all that's left, why do I hold on so tight? What should I let go of? The question follows me home. Is it the dream that never happened, or the fear of being alone? Is it the person I once was, or the person I hope to be? I open both of my hands, but still something won't leave me. Oh, There are names inside my memory that still echo when it's late. There are roads I never traveled and choices I still replay. I keep searching through the pieces, trying to understand whether healing means remembering or finally letting go. Maybe the hardest chains to break are the ones we cannot see. When should I let go of? The question follows me home. Is it the dream that never happened, or the fear of being alone? Is it the person I once was, or the person I hope to be? I open both of my hands, but still something won't leave me. Maybe it's not the memories, maybe it's not the pain, maybe it's the story I've been telling, that I must carry them forever. Maybe the river keeps moving because it knows what I don't, that some things are meant to stay with us and some are meant to be gone. What should I let go of? Perhaps I've asked it wrong. Maybe I don't need an answer. Maybe I just need to move on. Not everything can be repaired. Not everything can remain. And somewhere between holding on and letting go, I'll find myself again. The night offers no answers, only a quiet wind taking something from my hands before I even know what it is. You sit beside me when I'm tired and whisper you have done enough. You tell me that tomorrow's waiting, that tonight should be for rest. You calm the storms inside my head, you soften every fear I know. Yet somehow every step I delay begins with your gentle voice. I cannot tell. Are you saving me or keeping me from moving? Are you an angel or a devil, a friend or a disguise? The voice that brings me comfort or the thief of all my time? You make the burden lighter, you make the road less steep. But are you helping me recover or teaching me to sleep? When I reach toward distant mountains, you tell me not to climb too high. When I dream beyond the shoreline, you remind me of the tide. Your words are never cruel, you never raise your voice. You simply offer easy answers when life demands a choice. And every chain I've carried was wrapped in something soft. Are you an angel or a devil, a friend or a disguise? The voice that brings me comfort or the thief of all my time? You make the burden lighter, you make the road less steep. But are you helping me recover or teaching me to sleep? Maybe heaven and temptation don't arrive as opposites. Maybe they both speak gently, maybe they both promise peace. And wisdom isn't finding which voice is right or wrong, but knowing when to listen and knowing when to move on. Are you an angel or a devil? Perhaps you're both somehow. A shelter when I'm breaking, a storm when I back down. You live somewhere inside me, between courage and relief. A voice that sounds so loving, that asks so little of me. The harbor sleeps behind my back, lanterns fading in the night. Every road I used to follow disappears beyond the light. The shore still calls my name softly, like a home I've always known. But something in the distant water tells me I can't stay for long. The sea is calm this evening, the stars are clear above. But I've heard stories of the storms waiting farther out. So I'll sail beyond the shore, past the places I call safe, toward a line upon the horizon that grows farther every day. I don't know what waits before me, or if I weather every wave, but courage is in knowing the answer. It's choosing the sea anyway. The water holds no promises, no map of what will be, only shifting winds and currents hidden underneath. And sometimes I can almost see it, the storm beyond the blue, a sky that tears itself apart and asks what I will do. Will I break beneath the thunder, or learn to face the rain? So I'll sail beyond the shore, past the places I call safe, toward a line upon the horizon that grows farther every day. I don't know what waits before me, or if I weather every wave, but courage is in knowing the answer. It's choosing the sea anyway. Perhaps no one is ever ready for the oceans they must cross. The brave are not the fearless ones, they're the ones who leave the dark. And if the winds begin to turn and the dark clouds hide the stars, I'll remember why I started and trust the strength I've brought this far. So I'll sail beyond the shore, though the night may test my soul, though the waves may rise around me and the storms may take control. Every dream begins with leaving, every journey asks for faith, and the life I've yet to discover waits beyond these waves. Found an old road yesterday, one I swore I left behind, covered in dust and years gone by, buried somewhere in my mind. I thought I knew every corner, every story it could tell, but standing there again somehow, it felt like something else. Maybe time doesn't only change the world, maybe it changes the eyes that see it. And what I found again felt like something new. The same old song, the same old sky, yet somehow not the way I knew. Perhaps the wonder never left, perhaps it waited patiently for me to become someone else before it could be seen. We spend our lives collecting habits, building walls around our days, walking circles in familiar places, calling comfort by another name. But rivers never keep their water, and seasons never choose to stay. Why do we expect our hearts to live forever the same way? The world is always changing, even when we think it isn't. And what I found again felt like something new, a forgotten dream, an old desire, returning with a different truth. Perhaps the wonder never left, perhaps it simply changed its form, waiting beyond the edge of certainty, beyond what I'd grown used to. Maybe wisdom isn't holding tightly to everything we've always known. Maybe wisdom is the courage to leave the room and open another door, to lose sight of the shoreline, to follow roads without a name, to become a stranger sometimes, so the world can surprise us again. And what I found again wasn't only what I lost, it was a part of me forgotten beneath the weight of staying still. The horizon keeps on moving, and so perhaps should I. There are still 1,000 wonders waiting somewhere down the line. We learned how to point at the cracks, how to measure every flaw, how to speak of all the failures like we knew every law. We learned how to turn away when the world didn't agree, but no one taught us how to thank the hands that carried me. It's easy to count what is missing, harder to see what remains. Maybe we should learn gratitude like we learn judgment and doubt, learn to hold the light a little longer before we put it out. For every door that stayed open, for every heart that remained true, maybe growing up means learning how to say thank you. How to say thank you. The morning never asked for praise, the trees don't wait for applause, yet they keep giving what they have without a reason or a cause. And somewhere in the noise of wanting, the simple things disappear. The voice that says I'm grateful becomes the hardest one to hear. We spend our lives chasing answers while forgetting gifts already found. And maybe we should learn gratitude like we learn judgment and doubt. Learn to hold the light a little longer before we put it out. For every door that stayed open, for every heart that remained true, maybe growing up means learning how to say thank you. Not every blessing shines brightly, not every kindness leaves a name. Some arrive as quiet moments and leave before we notice they came. So I'll learn gratitude slowly, the way a river learns the sea. For the people, for the failures, for everything that made me me. And when this day is finally over, if there's one truth I carry through, it's that life becomes much gentler the moment we say thank you. I thought the second time would hurt less, that wisdom came with every scar. But pain remembers every doorway and finds me wherever I am. I keep returning to the same roads, different years, familiar rain, calling every lesson learned a compass, then somehow getting lost again. I've spent so many nights believing someone else must know the truth, but no one knows the way. No voice comes from the sky, no hand can draw the perfect map for this unfinished life. And every answer that I'm seeking seems to fade when it gets near. So I walk beside my questions and carry them from year to year. I ask the dark for understanding, I ask the silence what it means, why the heart keeps breaking open for the same old things. The world is full of borrowed wisdom, shelves of words and certainty. Yet when the night becomes the deepest, none of them can walk for me. Maybe every soul is searching for a door that isn't there, because no one knows the way. No voice comes from the sky, no hand can draw the perfect map for this unfinished life. And every answer that I'm seeking seems to fade when it gets near. So I walk beside my questions and carry them from year to year. Maybe pain was never teaching me how to avoid another fall. Maybe it was teaching me how to stand after all. Not how to conquer every every sorrow, not how to silence every fear, only how to keep on moving when the road is unclear. No one knows the way, and maybe that's the point. We build ourselves from broken pieces, not from certainty or choice. The stars don't tell me where I'm going, they only help me see that every lonely step I'm taking is becoming part of me. There's a voice beneath my skin, turning every wound into a storm. It whispers that I'm lost again, that I'll never find where I belong. Every shadow knows my name, every mirror bends the truth. I keep searching for an answer in the places I outgrew. The darker it becomes, the harder it is to see. But somewhere past the silence, a small light waits for me. These thoughts are poison in my blood, they pull me farther from myself. They tell me every road is ending and there's no reason left. But I know healing isn't sudden and peace is never guaranteed. So I'll keep walking through the darkness, one more step in front of me. I've wandered through forgotten nights, carrying regrets I couldn't leave, holding on to broken stories as if they were all I could be. But every mile I've traveled, every scar I've come to know, whispers that survival isn't weakness, it's the proof that I still grow. Maybe I don't need the answer, maybe I just need to move. These thoughts are poison in my blood, they pull me farther from myself. They tell me every road is ending and there's no reason left. But I know healing isn't sudden and peace is never guaranteed. So I'll keep walking through the darkness, one more step in front of me. One more step in front of me. Oh, the night is never promised morning, yet somehow dawn still finds the sky. And maybe that's enough to trust in when I forget the reasons why. These thoughts are poison in my blood, but they don't get to choose my way. They may follow close behind me, but they don't decide my day. I may be tired, I may be broken, I may not know what waits ahead, but as long as I keep moving forward, the road itself will guide my steps. No miracle, no sudden light, just one more step, and then another, stand before an open doorway, yet my feet remain behind. 1,000 reasons fill the silence, none of them are clear tonight. The road I've known is far from perfect, still I hesitate to leave, as if these worn and broken corners hold something I still need. And lately I've been asking a question I can't ignore. What am I afraid to lose? When did I become this careful? When did I begin to guard a life I never meant to keep so small? I talk of dreams in distant oceans, you tremble at the harbor line. Tell me, when did fear become a larger voice than mine? Perhaps it's not the things I'm holding, but the version of myself, the one who always chose the familiar, the one who stayed where it was safe. I keep counting all the dangers, measuring every possible fall, while the years pass quietly beside me, like shadows on a wall. If nothing lasts forever, why do I cling so hard? What am I afraid to lose? Was I ever promised certainty? Have I mistaken comfort for the place I'm meant to be? I speak of change like a traveler, yet sleep beside the shore, waiting for a perfect moment that never comes at all. Maybe courage isn't confidence, maybe courage shakes with doubt. Maybe every soul that leaves the harbor feels the same storm breaking out. Maybe no one truly knows, but waits beyond the sea. They simply choose to untie the rope and trust who they'll become. What am I afraid to lose? A future that was never mine, a version of myself the time has already left behind. The waves are calling louder than the safety of the land, and though my heart is full of questions, I can feel it, understand that some doors only open when we finally leave, and some lives only begin the moment we believe. I look behind me, then toward the horizon. The fear is still here, but so am I. And tonight, that feels enough. I keep standing at the doorway with one hand on the life I've known. The room is filled with familiar voices calling me to stay at home. I spent years collecting pieces of the person I've become. Now the road ahead is asking if I leave some of them undone. Everyone speaks of new beginnings. no one speaks of what they caused. What must I leave behind to become someone new? Is it the dreams that kept me breathing, or the fears I've grown used to? And if I love these things so deeply, why do they feel so heavy now? What do I carry forward? What do I lay down? There are songs I still remember, places I still call my own. There are versions of tomorrow built from hopes I've always known. Part of me wants transformation, part of me wants everything unchanged. And somewhere in between them, my heart is being pulled apart. Perhaps becoming isn't gaining. Perhaps it's learning how to lose. What must I leave behind to become someone new? The comfort of old stories, the certainty I once held true. Every shore I've loved is beautiful, yet ships were never built to stay. And every open horizon asks for something in exchange. Maybe I don't have to stop loving the things I'm saying goodbye to. Maybe letting go isn't betrayal. Maybe it's gratitude. A season ends because it mattered. A chapter closes because it was read. And love does not disappear just because we walk ahead. What must I leave behind? Perhaps not love, perhaps not memory, perhaps only the fear that tells me I cannot become more than I've been before. The road is waiting quietly, the tide is moving once again. And though my heart still looks behind, my feet are learning how to leave. I thought change meant finding something new, but maybe it begins by gently releasing what I can no longer carry.